third person, it's going to be this mean thing because they bite horses and they kick. And see, those three people, because they have those annotations or those things attached to the word horse, whenever I'm going to say something and I'm saying horse loosely in that sentence, they will not hear me saying horse loosely. They will hear mean son of a bitch, or yay, now we're gonna make money, or cool, nice food, I love this guy. You know what I mean? It's like three completely different situations just because we have put certain things on a horse and is using it as an adjective maybe instead of or seeing it as an adjective instead of just that thing it is, a horse. You know what I mean? It's and in these situations, because we choose to have a perception that teasing someone is bad, then you're gonna go end up in problems, because you're gonna go try and do whatever, and maybe you're also gonna tease that person to teach him a lesson, and it's not really gonna work. You should more just accept it, and maybe if anything go ask what's going on, and then maybe say after they told that, and then give a big laugh and say, okay, because it was sure looking like this, and I was like, whoa, you know that, and then they will see and look and go, oh wow, I didn't even realize that, and that's it, you know. But if you go over there, rah, 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 and stuff like that, no, things are just gonna boil, you know. But that it all comes from having that bad negative perception of how things are, because once you take a perception and you say this is how things are, this is negative, after a while that's not gonna appear negative to you, that's just gonna appear how it is, and it's gonna appear as if that thing is inherently negative, and you're not even thinking about that anymore because that's just the way things are for you. So you're gonna bitch to someone about it as if you're just talking and telling reality how it is and spewing out facts and stuff like this, but you're not really. You're spewing out your opinions and stuff like this about that thing. And in that sense, people will just go, whoa, and not understand anything of what you're saying. And I think this should help us understand that by being in a good mood and trying to be in a good mood and not label things as bad just because they give us a shock or scare us or seems like they make someone cry for a moment or something, who knows if that person is going to become next president or whatever from in some sick country from that, you know what I mean, and save that country because they realize that, oh, that people or that person is bullying me, and along the way of living up they found out that whoa, we are bullying other countries, and now wham, they are gonna go for president because they fucking don't want to live a place where they're bullying anyone. And this is where I was born, this is my place, so you're not fucking gonna let me run away from somewhere and just hide because I think my country is fucked up. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't see these things. We as a human being that is born with no knowledge at all about all these things, and have to learn, we are not able to get a sight that will ever tell us what benefits come out from a single thing or not. We can just see that there can be benefits and I don't even know the opposite words of benefits, but things that are bad for you or that are not beneficial, we could say. But these things that are non-beneficial for you, they are still beneficial. It would seem as if they are not beneficial for you. The thing is that they show me what I don't want to be. They show me what so-called bad situation it brings out into the world. And I appreciate it a lot for that. Actually, I appreciate it a lot more for that than I appreciate something for being good. Because something being good, I just sometimes basically just glance at and like, wow, you know what I mean? But something that seems bad, I'm going to analyze it and pick it apart and find out everything about it. And all of a sudden I know everything there is about it, and I'm looking at it and I'm seeing it. It doesn't look that bad anymore. It just looks like something you can use, and if you're not careful, or if you don't know anything about when stones roll down a mountain, you gotta get out of the way, then sure, you're gonna get squashed by this stone rolling down the mountain. But that doesn't mean the stone rolling down the mountain is bad. It means the wall that is at the end is finally gonna fall over. You know what I mean? So it had its purpose. And that's just how life is. And I think we need to learn and understand these things, or we need to, I don't even know if I'm using the right the right words in saying that we need to learn how to use these things. But we need to teach ourselves all these handy tools so that we can live a real life together, everyone, instead of living apart and fighting each other and living in this sick economy that makes people make shitty stuff just because they are forced to live in a situation where they have to make money. So they make shitty stuff because people have paid them when they get the stuff, and they're going home until they're finding out that it's broken. There's so much time that I can just be gone with all the money. You know what I mean? No, it doesn't really, that's not the way to live in a system that is like this. We need to live in a system that is making sure that everything is provided for everyone that is in need of, like food and clothes and a shelter or whatever. And in that sense, it's gonna make people that are saying, I want to make this because I'm gonna enjoy other people. I'm gonna give other people what they are giving me. So I'm gonna make it in good quality. I'm not gonna make it in some fake ass or broke heart quality that is just gonna be sent out and no one is ever gonna use it anyway because it's just breaking. You know what I mean? It's like, no, that's not gonna happen, because people, they all of a sudden don't have money to think about and stuff like this. They have their reputation, and if people are not having a good reputation, no one wants to help them, in that sense that they're just having a reputation that they, no matter how much you help them, they just fuck you up, and they are just taking it for granted that whenever they get in some sort of situation that you're going to come and help them. So they're not even going to give it a shot at trying themselves. You know what I mean? That's not good. And yeah, whatever. I think I lost track there for a second. That was a fucking lot in a half hour. But I'm hoping that it is possible to see what I'm trying to say with this video, even though that it's a lot and it's a huge subject. It's all tied into each other in such a way that you can't really talk about one thing without also talking about the other thing. But it's often kind of hard if you're not doing it like this in a monologue, in a video, because people don't have the time to hear what you are saying, because they can actually interrupt you in the middle of what you are saying. And if you're using, as we were talking before, if you're using words that like fuck and they think that fuck is a bad word, the instant that you're saying fuck, their mind is gonna go raka 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 raka, and they cannot hear a word of what you're saying. They're just thinking, why is he saying fuck? What the hell is he all about? Is he a bad guy, or couldn't he just watch his language? Why is everyone always saying fuck? It's so annoying. It's pissing me off. And they're thinking, yes, I can hear everything he's saying, but they only hear the words. They maybe even hear the sentences. They may be even hearing the whole story, but they're not getting the meaning of it all. They're not understanding why it is being said. So then they hear something and they're just gonna attack that thing